My dear students, I welcome you all to my educational channel. The name of my educational channel is Priyankar Dotto. Here you will find video presentations on English language and literature of school level, college level, as well as of competitive examinations. Now, today's assignment is a video presentation on the poem entitled On Killing a Tree. The name of the poet is Gibb Patel. The topic to be covered in this video presentation is short answer type questions and their answers from the poem entitled On Killing a Tree. Now we have come to the first question from this poem. So as you can see, there is a small heading, or rather the subheading. It's written from stanza 1. So the question is from the first stanza of the poem entitled On Killing a Tree. The question is, why does it take much time to kill a tree? The answer is, a tree grows by collecting its food from the top layer of the soil. Not only that, it takes sunlight, air and water from nature. In the process, the tree develops its vitality. It is because of this vitality that it takes much time to kill a tree. Now, let us proceed to the next question from this stanza. How does a tree grow? The answer is, a tree grows slowly. The part of the tree existing on the soil develops in the form of sprouting of leaves. The root existing under the soil also develops simultaneously. This growth of the tree, however, cannot be seen. Now let us move to the next question from the same stanza. What does the poet mean by the word air? The answer is, by the word air, the poet means both oxygen and carbon dioxide. Actually, the tree absorbs oxygen while it is having respiration. However, it absorbs in the process called photosynthesis. However, it absorbs, you should add here carbon dioxide, okay, carbon hyphen oxide in the process called photosynthesis. According to the poet, the tree absorbs air in the process of its growth. Now let us move to the next question from this stanza. What does the poet mean by the phrase leprous hide? The answer is, the word leprous has come from the disease called leprosy. A person suffering from leprosy finds his or her skin to be rough and spotted on being cured. Similarly, the outer surface of the tree becomes rough and spotted where the stem has been given a jab of the knife. Now let us move to the next question from this stanza. How does the tree react to the simple jab of the knife? The answer is, a simple jab of the knife causes injury to the stem of the tree. As a result, the outer part becomes rough and spotted. Not only that, leaves start to come out of the injured but healed part of the stem. This is a slow but steady process. Now let us move to the next question, but the question is not from the first stanza of the poem, rather it is from the second stanza of the poem. The question is, how does the poet humanize the tree in the second stanza of the poem? The answer is, in the second stanza of the poem, the poet humanizes the tree in two ways. First, the tree is given the capacity to feel pain due to its hacking and chopping. You must make the necessary correction here. Secondly, the sap oozing out of the injured stem of the tree is equated to human blood. Now let us move to the next question. What does the phrase hack and chop mean? The answer is, The word hack refers to the act of cutting the stem of a tree. The word chop here refers to the act of cutting the hacked stem of the tree into pieces. According to Gibb Patel, hacking and chopping is an ineffective attempt of killing a tree. Let us move to the next question from this stanza of the poem. The question is, what are miniature boughs? The answer is, the curled green twigs which are said to come out of the hack stem are called miniature boughs. These twigs look like and function like the mature boughs, but these are smaller in size than these boughs. So these are called mature boughs. Sorry, here it should be miniature. Miniature. Okay. Next question from this stanza. On what condition will the curled green twigs expand again to former size? The answer is, the curled green twigs will naturally expand again to former size. However, the condition necessary for it is that their growth is not prevented from without in any way. It implies that no pressure is thrust upon them from without. Let us move to the next question. What will be the effect of the hacking and chopping of the tree? The answer is, hacking and chopping will cause great pain to the tree. Moreover, sap will come out of the injured stem. In the course of time, the oozing of sap will stop. Finally, curled green twigs will come out of the hacked stem, but will help the tree to remake itself. Now, let us move to the next question. And as you can see from the subheading, this question is from the third stanza of the poem. The question is, what does the phrase anchoring earth mean? The answer is, an anchor helps a boat or a ship to remain steady on the shallow water near the shore. Similarly, the soil helps a tree to remain steady on the ground. This inner comparison is meant by the phrase anchoring earth. Now let us move to the next question. What does the word earth cave mean? The answer is, a cave is an empty space in the soil. After the root of the tree is fully taken out of the soil, an empty space is produced in it, or rather in the soil. This empty space looks like a cave. The word earth cave refers to this empty space. The next question is, what is called the strength of the tree and why? The answer is, the root of the tree is called the strength of the tree. You may write, the root is called the strength of the tree. So I am making it perfect. Okay. The answer to the second part of the question, that is, why is the root called the strength of the tree? The answer is, the root provides water and mineral salt to the tree. These things are vital to the existence of the tree. Moreover, the root provides stability to the tree. Therefore, the root is called the strength of the tree. Let us move to the next question. The question is, how is the root described? The answer is, the root is described as the most sensitive part of the tree. It is white in color and wet in feeling. It remains under the soil. You must not use the word drawn here. Okay. Until it is forcibly drawn out of it. It is the strength of the tree. Now, let us move to the next question from this stanza. How is the root of the tree pulled out of the soil? At first, the stem of the tree is tied with a rope. Then, great force is applied to the rope. As a result, the root of the tree comes out fully from the soil. In this systematic way, the root is pulled out. Now, we have come to the Next question. This question is from the fourth and the final stanza of the poem. But be rest assured, there are a few more questions from this stanza. So this is not the final question from this stanza. The question is, how is the root scorched and choked and why? The answer is, the root is scorched and choked in sunlight and air respectively. It is done to kill the tree. It is hoped that exposure to sunlight and air will destroy the life of the root because the root has never been in contact with these things. Let us move to the next question. What suggests that the tree is dead and why? The answer is the brown color, hardness of feeling, twisted shape, and withered appearance suggest that the tree is dead. The reason is that the root is actually white in color, soft in feeling, straight in shape, and lively in appearance. Now, before I conclude this video presentation, here is an important declaration. In the description part of this video presentation, you will find a link. By clicking on the link, you will be able to go to my personal blog or website where you will be able to view and download materials related to this video presentation. That is, you will be able to view and download short answer type questions and their answers from the poem On Killing a Tree. Now, the most important thing, the valedictory note. Before I conclude this video presentation, I want to request you to subscribe to my channel, to share my video presentations to your friends, to put forward your comment and your queries in the comment section of this video presentation. I thank you all. See you again in my next video presentation. Thank you.